So we've changed that. Let's go here and look for nugs, and we see, cool, without any page refresh, we are getting much better user experience. Awesome. I like that. Let's look for more forms. Create. That's going to have a form for sure. So now if we go to create a new pet and we say new pet is going to be Charlie. That's a good dog. Another dog. We add the doggo. Reader. I can't tell. I think that did not reload. That just sent us back to the home page. So that's cool. Let's do another dog. What's another neighborhood dog? There's also Charlie 2. Also a dog. And are we reloading? We are not. We're just navigating. So that's great. I'm liking it so far. Where do we have another form? Plenty of forms. Plenty of forms on the actual dog. So let's go Charlie 2. That's a form we need to do. Cool. Create is done. Index is done. Owner. Owner is done. Pet ID. Got a lot to do here. The actual individual pet. So for showing the pet, for searching for owners. Oh no, what's that one? Ah, saving existing. What? Showing existing owners. Oh yeah. Searching for new owners. And deleting a dog. So with that, we should say Charlie small, and then we'll edit that dog, and we can see nothing actually happened because our UI just kind of shows that that was what was intended. Looks pretty good. We'll do a search for Austin, and that returns the results. Very nice. We can add Austin. Unexpected end of JSON input. Alright, what do we got here? Okay. If we want to add Austin 2, it might be that I'm not actually putting anything there. So let's see what we've got here. Posting owners. Unexpected end of JSON. Okay, let's do a search for Austin. Looks like that is being updated up there. We take Austin 3, we add Austin 3, we look at our data is undefined. That totally makes sense. So the problem that we've got here is we have two operations potentially happening, but only if we actually pass the information for a second person or like a new person. Otherwise, and the operations go out of order. If we have a new person, we have to add the new person first before we make the connection. But if we're not adding a new person, then if we are not adding a new person, okay. So this is not going to work. So we're going to say that the results equals that, and const data equals results at 1 or results at 0, right? Because it's either going to be the second item in the list or the first one if the length is only, I don't know. I could do it this way. We could do it this other way where we say results dot length greater than 1. I kind of like this first way better. Any preference from the chat? Let me know. Otherwise, that should be the fix that we've got there. So let's take these off. Let's search for Austin. Let's add Austin 2, and we get Austin 2 there. Perfect. Now we have to return the reset that we had. So on submit, it's going to be reset form. And then I think I should be able to do it here. Function reset form takes an event and calls event dot target dot reset. Okay, and that was for when we add a new owner, right? We'll add Tim. And Tim didn't actually get added. Okay. I think we have something to search for in Remix, which is submit events. Use submit. Thanks, Kothin. Glad to have you back. I haven't seen you in a while. Hello. Oh, was I gone this whole time? I have been doing so much work. Why do all these dogs look the same? Because it's just pulling from a placeholder API. I don't have image uploads set up yet. So submit data to actions without use fetcher. Data mutations and loads are modeled navigation, form action. Both cause navigation in the browser, Remix equivalent of link and form. Sometimes you want to call a loader outside of navigation or call an action and they're else reload. We don't want the URL to change. Yes. Alright, I am going to have to look into this, I think. Just like form, except it doesn't cause navigation. You'll get over the .jsx, don't worry. Okay, I guess this is what we want. Const on click, fetcher.submit, okay. Interesting syntax here. All right, let's see. So what it's saying is I need this use fetcher, which I think is going to come from here. And down inside of our component, we have the data, we have some state. We're going to say fetcher is that. We're going to grab this syntax out of here, get rid of that. And somewhere where I add the pet owners here, we're actually going to replace form with fetcher form, apparently. So let's see how that goes. Reset form is not set. Let's let's undo that. That's fine. Doesn't actually do anything. So reset form not defined. Okay. So here, what I wanted to see is to make sure that when I submit this information, it doesn't actually reload this. What is this stream elements thing? I just got disconnected or something. Okay, so new owner. If I want this to be Tim, I add the new owner. We do get the new owner. And then this does actually create a form. So I think that's the way we want to do it. It doesn't change that, which means in the owner we don't need this redirect. Presumably. Because this doesn't change. New owner name is going to be Julie. Okay, now let's see what happens if I toggle JavaScript. Toggle disable JavaScript. Cool, reload this. How do I know JavaScript is disabled? I'm not sure, but if I say something like Ashley, we do see the page redirected there, but because the form location is going to redirect back here, that works. Cool. Working with and without JavaScript. Let me enable JavaScript again. Enable JavaScript. And that's pretty sweet. That I learned today as well. This fetcher thing. So now, how do I run events after a form has been submitted? Reset form is not defined. Yeah. I guess we kind of want reset form there. So, index query param. Also provide a no JavaScript experience. Awesome. Because user doesn't cause navigation, won't automatically work. It won't automatically work if there's no JavaScript on the page like normal. Remix form will because the browser will still navigate to the form's action. If you want to support a no JavaScript experience, just export a component from the route with the action. JS is on the page, they'll be transitioned to the sign-up page by the browser. Interesting. What am I going to do today? The same thing we do every day. Try and take over the world. Oh no, I just realized I'm on the wrong screen. Oh, that's great. That is too funny. I should probably go back to my channel to see what the chat is actually saying. Okay, so mark an action as red. Use avatar details. No, I want to run an event after after submission on submit. Doing a lot of form on submit. On submit. If you love HTML like us, you should be getting pretty excited if you've been doing a lot of You're about to have your mind blown by HTML. That's not what I want. After submit. Okay. Form action, methods, anchor type, replace. Okay, reload document. Well, I'm not sure. Use fetcher often. Use fetcher. Ah, use effect. I'm making when submitting to do. Handles uncontext to do. Fetcher.type, fetcher.submission. Form submission is available to build optimistic UI. It is not available when the fetcher stays idle or loading. Fetcher form or fetcher.submit. Okay. Well, that's something I think I'm going to have to come back to. But for now, we have those relationships working pretty well, and I can remove all of these, and that was not what I wanted to happen, because we ended up navigating, which is a problem, because if we navigate and I reload, we get this error. So we need another fetcher.form. Fetcher.form should run anytime that we have these child routes. So form here and there should be fetcher.form. I don't think we need this owner. No, we do need this owner list. Do we? Cool. Save owners. We remove that. We save it. We don't get the new route. Great. We search for Austin. We add Austin. We still don't get the page refresh. We do get the nice user experience. I still don't know how to clear this out, which maybe I don't need to. It's fine. Okay, I think we can go back into a little bit more of the designy stuff to clean this page up a bit. So we've got Charlie's details, we've got Charlie's owners, we've got search, or let's do something that's like do an H2 with a class name of margin bottom, margin block end of 16, and we'll do new owners. Maybe that shouldn't be that big. Size 24. No, it should be size 24. Just got this wrong. Size 24. Cool. A couple different sections on this page. Couple different forms as well. And now the search looks fine. The search can probably use some space below it. So we're going to say margin block end of 8, which is not doing anything for me. The search form should have we don't have class for that or styles for that. Margin block end, margin. Here we go. Margin block end of 8 should be 0.5 rem, and this should not be margin bottom actually. These should both be margin block end, which should accomplish roughly the same thing. Also makes me wonder if I have a margin block end. No. Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, little bit of breathing room there, looking good. We have the owners. Let's, instead of new owners, let's change that to add owners. Then we've got a search. Search owners, list of owners, the legend, okay. If we have person data, person data dot length greater than 0. And add that fetch form. Cool. Now we can say add owners. We can search for Austin. We can see the existing owner. Problem here is we only want to show this field set if we have that. So we'll get rid of that, we'll move that there, we'll cut this out, put it at the end of the field set. So we'll always have the option to add a new owner or existing owners. Cool. This legend here should be like search results. Existing owners. So we can either search for an owner or add a new owner by name, and then we can say search for Austin. We can see existing owners is that. Let's put some margin below that. Class name, margin block end of 8 as well. And we got a little bit of breathing room, that's nice. And then cool. This input is going to have, why is this input flex grow? We don't need that anymore. But we do want to have margin block end of 8. Adds a little bit of gap there. That's going to add any existing owner that we have. All right, we have made some progress today. If we have owners, we've got our form, we've got our field set. The form here should have a class name, margin block end 8. Actually, yeah, that's fine. A little bit of gap there. Same with this input. I mean, really, like most of these inputs should have some margin bottom. So let's make that. Cool, starting to look better. And this last form needs some separation between the delete button. Awesome. Cool. All right, that highlights a problem. Too many Austins. Yeah. Okay, we have a problem here where I want these cards to expand as well. So let's say that this is display flex. Cool. That might be good enough for me. I could have this be display flex as well. Nope, don't want to do that. I think we'll just start with that for now. Okay, list of dogs, please. Where is my list of dogs? Here. Where is my actual list? Down here. Class name equals flex. That's a really annoying load. That's not what I want at all. But that's happening anyway. What the hell is going on here? Did I not hit save? Oh, I did not hit save. There we go. Okay. Okay, this load is much better. Now, what can I do about this then? I need this div be height one. I don't think this is gonna work. Oh, it totally worked. All right, well, that's probably good enough for me then. So over each one, the card itself. Question here is, should a card have that class on it? Answer is no, it should not. You should do that on the component implementation itself. So we're gonna go, class name is hfull, that's full height. Should it be height though, or width and height? No, we want inline size or block size. We want block size on this one. BS full of BS. So where we do the size is after the display properties, I think. Yep, we've got, oh, I guess we have block size full. Okay, cool. We're gonna do block size full on that. Everything looks good now. Awesome. Those are matching the same height. What was I doing? Got a nugget. That's looking okay. I mean, it kind of looks like butt. It looks kind of like butt, but that's okay. So let's see. The create form needs to be adjusted as well. All right, let's go on the home page, and I want the list of dogs to have margin block start of 16, and we've got margin block end. We want margin block start go. Gives us a little bit of breathing room up top. This form is going to need some spacing stuff as well, but this is okay. I feel like we're doing all right here. I do need to modify the z-index on this header, because right now hovering over these links is not until I get like halfway over them. So, which is really annoying. Why is that happening? Because this H1 should not, like if I am right here and I inspect this element, why is it this H1? It's like bleeding into the element above. Annoying, interesting, and annoying. That's okay though. So we'll go to the root, and where I have this header, I'll give this, no, not the head, the header, we'll give this a class name of relative z10. Sure. And then main CSS, we already have styles for relative positioning. We have styles for inset. We want something for z10, which is the index of 10. Cool, that fixed that problem. Those are now easy to click. And what have we got? Next thing I want to do is actually probably going to be some SVG stuff, because I want to make this search form a little bit not quite so how it is. So let's do this. Root I don't need, update I don't need, input. Don't need you either. Right. I'm on this page. I need to style up this search form a little bit better. Because what I want to do is take this button. I want to try a couple things here. I'm going to play with this form. And I'm going to say that I'm actually going to style this form to be display grid. And then I'm going to take this button and say that this should be in grid area of 1, 1, so that it takes up the same spot as the input itself. Do I want that? I don't know if I do want that actually. No, I don't think that's the right approach. Let's cancel that. Let's go to let's do what? I know what I can do. Yeah, I know what I'll do. We're going to say that we're not going to have a gap on this, and we're going to say, let's see, yep, I want those to butt right up against each other, and then I'm going to give this input a radius right of 0. And then I'm going to give this button a class name of radius left 0. Should it be left or should it be block start and block end? That's a tough one. Let's stick with the logical things. So radius inline end and radius inline start, which is really confusing to read, but that's all right. So we'll open up the CSS file, and then where we define our borders here. We're going to say radius border dash inline. Oh, they have it. Cool. Oh, that's awesome. Border, no, wait. Inline end radius. No, they don't have it. But they have border. I better stick with what they call it. So we're going to stick with left and right. Here, where was I? There we go. So this will be radius right, and this will be radius left. Yes. And then we've got top, bottom, we want a left, and we want a right, and these are going to represent 0, and these are going to be 0. So then we've got, for the left side, we've got border top left and bottom left, and then for the right side we've got top right and bottom right. Cool, almost got that right. Let's go over here. We've said border left 0, or radius left 0, radius right 0. So this one should have border radius This isn't going to work because it's applying that class name to the wrong element. So we're going to say classes equal, and on the input, classes equal an object, which needs to be an object, and on the input, we're going to say that. There we go. Border radius is fixed. So the goal here is to make this look like one sort of element. So now here I need a span with a class name of visually hidden. Cool. And then I'll put a little placeholder that's going to be my search button. This button is going to get background white, color black. Background primary. Interesting. Why does it have the class of background primary? That's because my button element has the wrong thing. Okay, so open this button component. The fact that it's getting these classes is an issue. So we're going to give it a class of app button, and in main.css, where we have our components, we're going to have a class for app button, something that we can override. Okay, so which one takes precedence, utility classes or non-utility classes? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to have a type. Type is button. Okay. Type is button. We're going to have is plain, which is going to be a type of Boolean, I think. That's not how you do it. You do it here. Label to type. This is plain. What's up, Phils? You seeing something you like? If it is plain. If it's plain, then we don't want to add this. Stony made it work? The multi-file upload thing? Classes equals that. If not is plain. Classes dot push all of this. Classes is not defined. What do you mean? It's right there. Classes? What? Oh. It's not defined. Duh. There you go. Multiple files and encoding. That's impressive. I really want to see how those 4K encodings come out. Need more tea? Is that tea or coffee? Okay, so we're going to come here and we're going to say that this is a type of button and this button is type of submit and is plain. There we go. Now with that button being plain, it looks like this. So it doesn't have any of those classes. So we can say, we don't have to set the radius left to 0, but we can say the radius right is 4. And we're going to say border. Which I feel like should have given it a border 1 pixel solid. Needs a color. Color black. Yep, cool. That's the only thing that's missing. We're going to do actually color inherit. So that it inherits whatever color it's got, which I think we already have set up. Cool, cool, cool. Now we just need this border right. Classes, border, radius. Radius top, radius bottom, we need radius. Well, I guess I can just borrow what I've already got and say this is radius 4, but radius right no, that's not gonna work. Well, I could say radius 0. Well, I actually don't need to do any of that. What I just need is the radius right settings. Or I could say radius 4 and radius left of 0. There we go. Cool. Little search icons there. Looking pretty much like its own other input, but in fact it's a form. That's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Then I need a couple classes here. I need my input class to have radius right and a border right 0. And I need this to have a border, but the border left of 0. So we've got borders. Yeah, but these should really be like border inline, shouldn't they? Ah, whatever. We'll say with a border top, it's going to be left. It's going to be left. That's going to be right. That's going to be right. And with that, I have a handy little search form that also submits on enter. Cool. The weird thing now is this outline though, huh? Yeah, damn. After all, that's not how I'm gonna want to solve this. That's too bad. That is too bad. Because the way I'm gonna want to solve this is set this form to relative, set this input to have a class instead of this border and padding stuff, or border and radius stuff. We're gonna say padding right of, I don't know, 1 rem, I think. So now let's go to these classes. I'm gonna get this, and that's gonna be it for today. So padding inline, okay. So I think I can just do padding inline here. Yeah, I don't need to do start and end. That's awesome. But I do want padding inline end, so a pi. And what was that? Of 16 to be 1 rem, pi 16. Padding inline end, cool. Okay, next thing's next. This button needs some work. This needs to be absolute, and then needs to be right 0. Don't need to worry about the border or the radius. Background color, maybe not. Okay, we do need the background color. And this actually needs to be like a right of 1. And a top of 1 and a bottom of 1. So, inset, here we go. Top 1, top 1. Right 1, right 1. Bottom 1, bottom 1 pixel. Cool. Okay, getting closer, getting closer. Should not actually be top right and bottom. Should be should just be top and, or right and bottom. So not the top. There we go. If I do this, 0 and 0, so we'll get rid of this top one. We'll switch all of these for zeros. And now it's in the right spot. If I give this a border of 0, then it's in the wrong spot. But if I give this a border color of transparent, then it's white. If I give this a background of transparent, then it looks more like it. Cool, that's what I want. So let's go to here, background, transparent, and we're gonna do border, transparent, and where I have my borders, I also have some border color. Border color transparent, cool. Background. Cool. That's my app so far. So now if I go into, if I get into search, the whole thing is highlighted, and then the next thing is just the button, which is great. Awesome. And the nice thing there is that is nice and accessible, and if someone reads this button, well, technically I'm going to have another thing in there in place of the O that's going to be the icon, and we'll do that in the next stream. So that icon will be like not read by screen readers, but the text will say search owners. Awesome. I think that's going to be it for today. Made some good progress. We got a lot of the JavaScript goodness baked back in. We got those relationships set up correctly. I think we're cooking. All right, I'm gonna call it. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed this stream. Let me know what you thought. Let me know. There's still some work we need to do here, but raid the Ollie JT. Twitch staff. You don't want to raid Theo? Alright, let's see. Who are we going to raid? The Ollie JT. We'll check it out. Cool. Raid is on. Yeah, thanks all for hanging out. We are going to, I promise, we are going to get the stream setup thing a little bit nicer. I may have to change my camera because I don't like the fact that it's over here, but I'm looking like looking way off screen this way. Yes, I will let you know. Thanks for the offer. All right, y'all. I will catch you today's Wednesday. Today's Wednesday? Today's Wednesday. I will catch y'all on Friday. I'm doing a bonus stream on Friday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard. I'm going to be chatting with some antics. So, it'll be fun. Hope you can make it. All right. See you later.